We are at Politecnico di Milano, the campus of Lecco. Lecco is a beautiful city on Lake Como, and we are glad to host here Active House, to see a lot of many entries that this year composed also the Active House Award, namely the Copenhagen International Schools, which is here behind me, beautiful example on how architecture, how materials can be integrated into energy performance, into the sustainable impact on the environment, and last but not least, the comfort and how we stay and how we behave in buildings.
I really love the international focus of Active House. I often say, even in North America, if we took the best building practices from every place, we'd have ourselves one heck of a building, one heck of a house. Even more important on a global scale, I see the same problems that we have in Europe and in Asia and North America, but I see us trying different solutions, and that's really exciting for me to see that there are different solutions to the same problems. That's, I think, the value of these international programs.
In China now, the government try to push, we call it green building, and Active House is a new trend in China. We introduce this new concept to the professional people, and the active concept are very well accepted by the Chinese people. And we are going to try to do more work, and we are going to compare Chinese standard for Active House. It's ongoing.
Real focus on a good comfort. And that is something lacking in a lot of other approaches where you look a lot on energy, but there's no demand for really a good comfort. I think really that it could take on, we hope so, that people really see this as the building of the future.
What I'm happy to see is the connection between behaviour and environmental performance, energy performance. As they say, you know, buildings don't use energy, people use energy. And so the relationship between how we talk about that and how we design for that and how we empower and enable people to change or adapt their behaviour in buildings. So I'm pleasantly surprised how well represented that point of view is here.
There's a definite change necessary, and designers of houses, people who are making the regulations, need to realize that the houses we are building will be there for the next 50 years. So if these houses are not prepared for the climate change, if we're not looking at overheating in the correct way, if we're not looking at comfort in general, then we're doing the wrong thing. An active house is, to me, one of the only concepts that takes all of this into account. It looks at it from a holistic way and looks at it from a flexible way. That means it's technology neutral, and it allows any technology to join in and look for solutions. And I believe that is the key element why Active House is now growing and why we get so much international attendees, so much international attention, and why I think that in the next couple of years we'll see an explosive growth. So I'm looking forward to the next years and to the future.